What a night we had at Gambling with Gravity. 2 people climb the ranks and retrieve the briefcase. We got new number 1 contenders for the tag team championships. Chaos happened during the world title match as Rob Craven came out after the match to attack Jacob Oxley after he retained the championship. In the death match, Vladimir Crumb defended against Benjamin Benali.
Still I'm gonna get lit. Yeah, I have a death wish. Live until I'm breathless. I'ma stay progressive. She gon'
But we're gonna hear from the men's ascend the ranks winner, Connor the Playboy Mustang.
Can't think when she's aggressive. Yeah, she snuck into my section. Yeah, you think I'd learn my lesson? Yeah. And we ain't getting no sleep.
Let's take a look back. Big night for Jacob Oxley, huh? First title defense, bright lights, all that pressure. You walked out still champion. And then you went to sleep. 40 seconds, flat on your back, the whole world watching. And the crazy part, I didn't even break a sweat. See, I didn't need to choke you out. I didn't need to sneak up on you. I just show up, smile for the cameras and take what I want. Jacob, you're strong. You lift heavy. You hit hard. That's cute. But this is timing. And right now, champ, you don't look so dominant. You look distracted. You got nightmares behind you. And you got me in front of you. I flirt with the spotlight. I tease the moment. And when I finally decide to commit, it's already too late. So enjoy your title, Jacob. Because when Connor, the Playboy Mustang, decides it's his night, you won't be lifting weights. You'll be lifting your head off the mat wondering how you let me steal the show. And trust me, I'll never give the spotlight back. We'll kick tonight's action off with Eddie Ferguson, aka the Party Boy. He'll be taking on the Puppet Masters. Monster Kaiju. See how he fares against Kaiju. Won't be able to play around with this monster. Here he comes. Accompanied by the Puppet Master, the GM, the boss, Johnny Hogate. It is Kaiju. And later on, the Women's World Champion will be in action. And we will be kicking off the tournament for the Iron Circle Championship. The Iron Circle Championship is based on the Pure Wrestling Carnival days. What George the Titan Templeton has been trying to bring back with his open challenge. Playboy, Party Boy not playing games because he's cut off by the monster Kaiju. Hits a kick there. Going after Kaiju. Gonna have to put in the work tonight. In the tournament, it is gonna be tonight. George the Titan Templeton versus Storm, as well as Stephen Big Boy Watts from the Minnesota Grapplers will be taking on Brian Harley. He is returning after that attack from the mystery person. We still don't know who it is. And then next week we'll have Cornelius Cavendish III taking on the other member of the Minnesota Grapplers, Brett Marshall. And the next match next week will be Chase Taylor versus Quick Draw Pete. And the finals will be in 4 weeks at our next pay-per-view, Iron Vengeance. It was a good night for Johnny Hogate's stable when Victoria Black was able to capture that Ascend the Ranks briefcase, making her officially part of the group. Kaiju knocking off Party Boy. Hogate happy about that. What domination by Kaiju. Everyone loves to label me Michael's girlfriend, Hogate's new recruit. I'm done being background noise. Last night at Gambling with Gravity, I climbed steel, kicked hands off rungs and took it. You know what punk rock is? It's not asking permission. It's not waiting your turn. It's taking your moment. Ghana the warrior princess, you wear that championship like it's a crown, like it was forged for you. Like nobody's brave enough to try and take it. I am. You fight for pride, I fight like it's a riot. This isn't a warning, it's a countdown. The riot is coming for you. Moving on to women's action. Coming out to face the champion, Soberline. Win a couple weeks ago. Still a new face in WMD. Trying to make a name for herself. A lot of people do not know how to take her. She uses those long legs to her advantage to attack her opponents. That doll she carries around is just plain right creepy. And here comes her opponent, the women's world champion. It is Ghana, the warrior princess. Aurora Storm is still after that championship. And also lurking is the Ascend the Ranks winner, Victoria Black. I'm sure Johnny Hogate wants that title brought home to him. This is a non-title match. But if Silverline can win, it will definitely put her in title contention. Takedown by Silverline. Playing to the crowd. Wrong move. And there's those long legs with a punt kick. Takedown again. Mounting punches. Raking the eyes. And again. Vicious elbows. The champion is in trouble. She reverses there. Sent to the ropes. Drop down. Silverline getting out. Float over. Neck breaker. Going for the cover. And a kick out by the champion. Silverline does not look happy with that. Gonna drag her to the corner. Driving her head in. A reverse. Now it's Silverline's head getting driven in. Slammed. And a kick out, only barely, by Silverline. Silverline surviving. Only for now. Deadlift. Silverline trying to make some distance. The champion is building momentum, looking for a weapon. Finds the kendo stick. Are we going to get back in the ring? They're brawling outside the ring. Silverline working on that neck. Biting the fingers. Silverline breaking the cover. Well, the count. Sending the champion back in the ring. And Ghana the Warrior Princess connects with her finisher. Is that it? It's all over. Clean victory by Ghana the Warrior Princess, but she's got to look over her shoulder. Now let's kick off the Iron Circle tournament. Coming up first to start the tournament, he is from the Minnesota Grapplers, Stephen Big Boy Watts. Tag team partner is also in the tournament. They could very well face each other if they both win their matches. Big Boy has a background in amateur wrestling. This could work in his favour. Now we're waiting for the returning Brian Harley after the attack from that mystery person. And here he is. growing his hair out. He's got longer hair. That mystery attacker in the back of his mind. All these matches will be contested under pure rules. No ring escape. 10-minute time limit. And you only can win by pinfall or submission. You can get DQ'd though. Huge German by big boy Stephen Watts. And here comes Brian Harley fighting back. Slamming big boy's head. Switch. Takeover. Going for the cover. Brian Harley kicking out. Overhead belly. Brian Harley is not supposed to be out the ring. Stiff punch. Now the solid one there. Big boy waiting for him to get up. A clothesline by Brian Harley. Sent into the corner. Wrenching the arm. Big boy playing dirty today. He wants that opportunity to fight for the Iron Circle Championship at Iron Vengeance. Brian Harley taking off the turnbuckle. Drop kick. Now it's Big Boy rolling out the ring. They're not supposed to be out the ring. But the ref is letting it happen. And he's caught. Big power slam on the outside. Big Boy waiting for him. Big Boy rolling him up. Kick out by Big Boy. It got reversed. Oh, Big Boy busted open. Big clothesline. Submission by Brian Harley. Big Boy rolling out. Another roll up. Flipping it back. popping up into the boots, but the ref's distracted. Sleeper slam by Brian Harley. Punt kick. They're running out of time to give victory. Brian Harley kicking out again, rolling out the ring. Stiff punch. Drilling him. Big Boy taking out Brian Harley. Advancing in the tournament. He is the first man to advance. We've got one more tournament match tonight. And let's move on to it. Here comes the man who started this whole tournament, George the Titan Templeton. It was because his open challenges trying to take it back to the carnival days. Johnny Hogate decided to make a division just for pure wrestling. The complete opposite to what Carnage is. The pure wrestling Iron Circle division will be nothing like Carnage. It will be all rules. Where Carnage, anything goes. Johnny Hogate wants violence. Here comes Horror Storm, resident superhero of WMD. No one has been able to knock off George the Titan Templeton in his Titan challenge. But can Storm manage to knock him off in the tournament? That would be a huge upset. The tournament is built around George the Titan Templeton, and if he loses the first match, what's that leave for the tournament? Once again, 10 minutes. Storm is cut off immediately. The power of Titan. What a German. Kick in the leg. Those big tree trunks. Couple kicks. A third one takes him down. Moonsault. Going for cover. the Titan does not even stay down for a 1 count. Goes straight back after Hurrystorm. It looks like Hurrystorm has busted the Titan open with those kicks to the head. Hurrystorm managing to kick out. Driving Hurrystorm into the turnbuckles. And again into the next lot. Planting him. Hurrystorm knocked off immediately. George the Titan Templeton has advanced. There's been a sighting of that attacker backstage. Let's go backstage and see if we can get a glimpse. And there he is, attacking Brian Harley. Brian Harley was trying to leave the building after his loss, and he's attacked again by this attacker on his tights that says Drift King. So I guess that's what we can call him. Drift King now, he's got his hand slamming it in the car door. What's his problem with Brian Harley? Again, shutting the door on his hand, trying to break the hand of Brian Harley. Sweeping the legs. We need more information about him. Hopefully next week we can find out a lot more on why he's attacking Brian Harley. We're running out of time. Slamming him on the car. Put his head in the bonnet and slamming it, but run out of time. Good night.